My car has been at service for a long time.
Yes, I'm in now. Let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You so, baby, baby, baby. I've been my empty mind, shit.
What do you do when you know that project when that thing does not happen? How does you giving up look like? How does your give up Kamo look like? I'm gonna tell you what give up Kamo looks like. Give up Kamo is so nasty. You know, give up Kamo is boring. Like, I don't want to meet that girl in many years, but I know I need to meet her often in order to be able to get rid of her. So what I see participating in order to kind of re-solidify your self-worth. So another thing I realized about myself is that whenever I go through a situation that I don't necessarily enjoy, I go back home and I treat myself in a way that re-solidifies that treatment. That you think that like if when you come out of any place where you feel like there's a lot of growth you need to do from that point, I don't think you should be shy about it, but I think society has taught people to be shy about it.
Good morning, guys. Hi. So I had such an early morning. I don't even know why. Actually, I know why. I just woke up. So I happened to wake up, and then when I did, I ended up going to the bathroom. And then after going to the bathroom, I'm like, you know what? I'm already in the bathroom. Let's do everything we have to do in here. Brush my teeth, showered. By the time I came back in here, I had started the day, and my alarm rang while I was in the shower, which was around 5 o'clock. So I don't necessarily wake up every day at 5, but it rings every day at 5. So it's kind of like whichever day I am able to get to it, I do it. And it's not like I'm going to be doing anything productive. Like, don't think I'm waking up at 5 being busy. I'm waking up at 5 to do nothing. I just wake up at 5.
Last baby, we ain't gon' last, baby. We ain't gon' last, baby. We ain't gon' last, baby. Your intuition has been telling you things that you never knew. Rubbing shoulders with bitches I used to put on pedestals, but still I keep it professional.
Hello. So the sun came out and I also stepped out of it. I need to remove these clothes because they were kind of hanging. Well, they were getting dry.
Why you do that? Drop the towel right in front of me. You cross on, baby. Talk to me, baby.
It is literally, I don't know what time it is. I'm making oats. I have the dishes packed in the sink. I need to go do my dishes. But a friend of mine is gonna come now.
You're brave, huh? Look, I know you guys have had, I think I was the last two to this, and then I think you had one other two.
I was even thinking of buying something to keep my place cool, dude. My place is hot. Come on.
Like what is it? Econ or
What?
Bishop? I'm so afraid right now. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm afraid. I'm afraid right now because I've been put in a situation right now where I can't do anything about anything that's happening in my life. Like I can't do anything about anything that's happening. The time in my life that I'm in right now has forced me into a space of not having any form of control of anything. Like so much is going on and there's nothing I can do. Like my car's not here. My car is currently at service, right? It's been at service for I don't even know how long. It's just been there because the quote that they gave me was ridiculously out of budget. I took it because I said it parks there while I figure my life out. And then I will come back to it and then I'll get it, right? Instead of me driving it and then it literally just fucks out in the middle of nowhere. And then when I take it, then they're like, actually, we can't do anything. Like you could have maybe if you came earlier, we could have reversed the damage. So I said, prevention is better than cure. So I said, go. We'll see what comes, right? Oh, tell me why nothing came. Please tell me why nothing came. Nothing came. I was literally, guys, I'm literally that person. Yeah, no, God will provide. Do you understand that God this time said, you're right, I will provide, but not like this. You do not throw yourself in the dungeon and then sit and then say, God will provide. I'm not going to provide. I'm going to also stand outside and look at you like, why did you jump? And you jumped without a plan and you jumped and then you said, I'll sort it out, which, period, you know? But let me throw in a little spice in there because I can't sort it out without you getting something out of this decision as well. So now I am literally at a point where I'm happy. It's coming. Listen. I'm uploading an episode on Patreon, okay? First of all, I know that there's nothing I can do about my inflow of money. Né? Guys, this is crazy. It's so crazy. I'm going to tell you guys why, actually. I didn't speak about it because the intention wasn't necessarily to come here and speak on it. Yeah, but a couple of months ago, I can't remember which month exactly, I bought a bike, a motorcycle. Yeah? The intention for this motorcycle was to have an Uber delivery business. I haven't started with that yet. Only because it doesn't matter. Point is, let me just speak on the point of this, right? I did that. I just threw myself in that dungeon and then I said, we'll see, right? One thing about me, I throw myself in dungeons. Okay. But in this one specifically, I threw myself and I said, it's fine, I'll get work. Work never came, right? Work never came. I got to the point where I was like, okay, let me find work. Started reaching out to people. Someone reached back and said, you're in South Africa, sorry. These are the hair people. By the way, I'm trying to walk away from the hair people. But then when I found myself stagnant for a long time after choosing to walk away from it, I started checking back. I looked back at the same thing that I was walking away from. And just because it was a source of security. And I looked back because I was getting desperate. I was getting to a point where it's like, okay, but I've literally been hoping for a different solution. But it also kind of wasn't necessarily coming through. And I think I was running impatient. And so I started like going back to those things. And then that same thing I was going back to then came back to me and said, no. And then that's when I was like, you're right, no. For me, it was like, if I'm going to do something I'm uncomfortable with, give me my check for it. You understand what I'm saying? And with those companies, that's not really how they work. There's so many people wanting to be in that industry or in that space that if you're going to charge them millions, they'll say next. And personally, for me, I'd rather you say next. Like, yeah, say next, that's okay. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't have me. You have someone else. It's okay, have them. You know, the day you have me, you'll feel that you have me too. And if the day you don't have me and you don't feel that you don't have me, you didn't need me, and that's okay. And you know, like that has nothing to do with me in any. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I mean? Point is, I went back, it said no, and then I decided that, okay, let's stop going back. Let's actually just focus on going forward. What was I doing? What was the initial plan when I said I want to do something different and I stopped? And then I started thinking, okay, let's try that stuff that you stopped, right? Okay, and then so then I had conversations with my sister. My sister would say, like, dude, just go back to YouTube. Go back to the stuff that you stopped doing, because I mean they were working and now everything, you know? And then cool. And then I was like, okay, now I could not go back to YouTube because I knew how time consuming it was. And the time frame that I'm in right now does not allow me to take my time and put it to YouTube, right? So I was like, what the time I have, what does it allow me to do? And if anything, it allows me to do something that I've been trying to kind of walk towards, and it's something I've been saying I'm going to do from high school. I just never got into it, and I think it's because in my head, and that's something I also speak on in this episode about the pressure. In my head, it has to look a certain way. There's this ideal picture I have, and just because that picture isn't there, I'm not doing it. There is no execution until the ideal picture is perfect and present. And I saw that was my biggest issue. I saw that was my problem, and that's why nothing was happening. Nothing was getting done. So I was like, you know what, let's just do it. And then in the process of doing it, I got to a point where I was like, I was so ready that I'm going to post this on YouTube because that's the platform that's ready, that's there, that's working. But then I'm like, no, you literally invested in getting a whole logo done for a different platform with the intention of going a different route because you saw sustainability and security in that attempt. But I'm always so fearful of attempts. And I think it's because I've done so many attempts so far and so many of them have not worked out, that I decided to walk away from attempts. And I didn't realize how much of an effect it had on me because I stopped doing anything. Like I just stopped doing anything. Like I just stopped. I went to stillness. And then when I chose stillness again, but I chose stillness with comfort, the comfort stopped, and then all that was left with stillness. And then I was now left with discomfort and stillness. And then now I'm forced at a point where I'm still, but now I'm also, I'm still, and this discomfort, but I'm also doing something about the discomfort. And this is the episode that I'm dropping and currently uploading, and I'm also currently sending a short to WeTransfer so I can have it on my phone so I can market the video. So I am moving. I realized that I made an exchange with comfort because I'm currently uploading this thing. It's going to be my first ever drop on this platform. But at the same time, this isn't going to be my first day. I am forced to be uncomfortable, and I can't. Did you hear that? I can't. Period. We learn how to speak. Yeah. I know I learned. I can't. And getting on a comeback, I'm giving you an opportunity to. Guys, you know what it is? I realized that I also ran away from social media because I hated the fact that people had so much to say about me, and it was usually negative chats. Like, people really have a negative perspective of me, and I realized that there's actually nothing I can do about that, and I really need to accept it, but I just need to focus on me. I literally just, for this episode, I also put together a little PDF document it's kind of like a self-help book. It's a PDF, but it's basically like an electronic short self-help book based on that conversation. And if you watch the episode and you read that PDF, it will all make sense because the PDF is meant to be what you read after you watch the episode, and that's basically what's supposed to help in channeling the intention of the episode or the healing and the growth part of the episode. And I'm going to get to a point when I see that maybe these self-help mini books are helpful, I am going to start selling them for a little mini price, just because the intention is to push self-help and healing more than it is to make money. But I am supposed to make money. I need to make money. So I will charge it. I will, and I am charging it because I also do take time to put these things together. And if you're going to exchange your time at a 9 to 5, I'm going to exchange my time to bring self-help books. But let's self-help myself by allowing this and welcoming this period of discomfort and welcoming this period of no control whatsoever. even when it comes to bringing convenience for myself, or bringing in comfort for myself, and like this includes like buying food I really, really enjoy, because I can't afford it, my friend. And that's because I didn't plan for this month. I literally had months of getting a big chunk of money for 3 months. That's what made me buy the scooter. But now I have a scooter and I'm broke and hungry. I'm not hungry. But the point I'm trying to make is that in this phase, let's welcome it and take the lessons that come in this phase and just allow myself to grow and allow myself to be okay with the discomfort that comes with it, and just sit with that discomfort that comes. Because luckily for me, this time I can't run away from the discomfort, because every single time the discomfort comes to me and says hi, I say, no, I'm not ready for this conversation, and I go look and seek and yearn and find my comforts. Can't even buy myself food I like to eat. I just have to work with what is around me. I am forced to be present. I am forced to accept and love my current state. And I know there's a lot to learn. So I'm going to come back at the end of the week and tell you guys what I took from this. As much as, wow, it's such a... This is 16 minutes of talking, but it's 16 minutes of valuable information to share, so that you guys understand what exactly is going on this week. Yeah, but let me do my best. Yeah. Oh, but Tong, the fact that this weed thing is still on 2%, like, Chomi, why do you go back? Like, why do you track back? You should not be tracking back. This is on 30. Everything is so slow. Maybe it's because I have so many things open. Let me close this. This is the book. It's called Predetermined Destinations, like I said. But the whole thing looks like this just because I didn't want to go through the whole... Yeah, and also it's supposed to look whimsical like this, because the intention is for it to not feel like pressure. Because sometimes self-help can feel like a lot of pressure. Here's the message, guys. The point that I was trying to make is, in life, wherever you go, there will be agents that assist you in making the wrong choice. There will be agents that will help you, that will coerce you, that will guide you towards the wrong choice. And in this situation, I feel like that couple were the agents being used in that moment to guide the security guards and everybody else that was there into being so hostile and so ugly towards a woman that was probably just vulnerable in that moment and needed a little bit of compassion to just park her car and go sleep. Honestly, now her whole life is turning to crumbs because people could not be just a little more compassionate. I don't know what's going to happen to her now. Humility goes a long way. Sometimes you're literally ruining a person's life over a little bit of pride, over a little bit of an ego. Like, and that's the other thing about alcohol. It's so easy to get tipped over. Like, and I'm not hating on the substance. Like, people have their own things, but I'm just saying that, like, we should be slow to feeding our ego. We should be slow to feeding our pride, because you can really ruin a person's life. And imagine if the tables were turned. It could have really been solved with just a little bit of humility. Like, just a little bit goes a long way. A little. It also made me realize how we are so quick to chastise humans. Like, we're so quick to chastise each other when we don't act right. Like, when we don't act the way we would like each other to act. Like, when someone does not meet your expectations, we're very quick to chastise them. We're very quick to punish them. And it's kind of like, sometimes people are not meeting our expectations because they're busy in their own life. Sometimes people are just doing things that require all of their attention and all of their effort and all of their might. So maybe where they are in life doesn't allow for them to kind of show up for anybody but themselves. And so it's kind of like, it's also very selfish for us to even have expectations of people, because at the end of the day, that expectation is only meant to fulfill you or please you or make you feel good. You know what I mean? And And there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, we all make choices that are meant to do exactly that. We make choices only for that purpose. I don't know why I'm rambling. But yeah, we make decisions only for that purpose, to please ourselves or to please the things that we believe will benefit us in the future. So like, instead of me believing myself and my own narrative about like who I am and the type of person that I am and the things that I believe in, I believe what someone will say about me instead. Like, I'll believe that, oh, okay, no, I am like, I'm pessimistic, or I have a victim mentality, which I actually do think that I do have, because I noticed my sister react to it one time. But I don't think that that's who I am majority of the time. And for you to all kind of diminish me to that is also just like heavy, because it's like, that's not what I am. You know, I feel like when you recognize something like that about a person, I think the best thing you can do is kind of encourage them to become better, instead of be down on them and just by saying, excuse me, and just by constantly just saying what they are, what they're not, what they should be, blah 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 blah. But I did also I removed myself from YouTube, because I found people going to, I think it was the vlog that I posted on the cruise. Oh, son of the drama with that situation. Actually, let's not even get into it, because actually, you know what I realized that there's a lot that happens in and around you, and you don't realize that it's happening in and around you, but it's actually really happening in and around you. I think what I love the most is how humans make anything happening. I think it's interesting for me, because it's kind of like people will say certain things in your face and then behave a different way, but it has nothing to do with me, and it also says nothing about me. But it's just so interesting to see how it's so possible, like, to be so interesting. I'm gonna take a shower.
Dat is de minimumspolicy. Je kan het eerder vangen. And Brian, what did you say about the Everest, Brian?
The Everest, then there's no network, the phone cuts off. It's probably gonna call back now. Angry.
So I've literally, my car's been here for literally over a month. Like, let's not even talk about it. But it's finally getting out. Oh, my baby. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your weekend, eh?
Thank you, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, son. I am with my baby. I miss this girlie. Hi, girl. Fuck, what the fuck was that? We're not doing that again. This thing of you disappearing on me, we're not doing that shit again. We're just not doing it again. It's just not gonna fly. This thing is not clipped, and I can, because it's literally at the edge of like everything, and it's like, excuse me, You could be actually sitting better than that, but you know what? Actually doesn't matter. Guys, wow. Y'all, my car has been at service for a long time. Thank you so much. Bye. My baby is back, bitches. Thank you. I'm in Cape Town. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't have any intentions. However, I do want to kind of take Snow around. I haven't been with her for a bit, so we're gonna be out. I also did cut my eyebrow. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Thank you so much. Let's just try it already. These were good. I never get poppers, but I'm gonna start getting pop. Oh my god. Oh, this is like a homemade cheese. Bye guys, thank you. First of all, this is some good homemade cheese. It's so good. Like, it's like there's like some truffle. I don't want to call it truffle spice. There probably isn't a truffle spice, but like. It's a dinosaur themed pizza place. They offer those huge pizzas, which you guys saw in the other frame. I wasn't getting that, but their mac and cheese, the fact that they made this cheese,
See you around my way.
very caffeine. It has a lot of caffeine, but it tastes so good. It had like a toffee in them. That was really good. That was really good. I've never had a panna cotta before, but that was really good for an interesting flavor, and especially because it's not too sweet. I don't like stuff that are too sweet, especially as a dessert. They brought me a dessert. Cute. That is so cute. Hey dolls, hope y'all are good. Period. Actually, I need to wear a mic. Hello. We are at Starbucks at Sea Point and we're here to work. We actually had the intention of walking today, but it actually didn't happen because there's a marathon happening. Like, child, the traffic was just, it was crazy. Also, I bought this to wear, but it does not look cute. So I said I'm just gonna tie you over because why are you not looking cute? Anyway, we're gonna work. You guys will see everything. Guys, rejection is so painful. Rejection is so painful, but I'm at a point where I want it so much. Like I don't care if you reject me for this, if I ask for this and you say no. Like, I actually really want you to reject me so that my being gets used to being like, it gets used to this rejection. Because honestly, rejection can't put you down. Like, it can't be the reason you stop going or the reason you stop pushing. Like when you stop, your world stops, your progression stops over the fact that somebody else said no.
I think my camera's just not right.
Okay, look at it. Because there's this poster thing. There's this poster thing there. I can make it for you. The smash burger place. I tried to do what I did yesterday. They said, oh no, we don't own in-house marketing. I've never felt so rejected in my life. Yeah, and I said to myself, I was like, I need to get used to rejection because you can't stop working because someone said no. And it's like, this is their mouth. He was even like, they do their own in-house marketing and whatever. And it was like, no, it's not, it has nothing to do with you. And my head, I'm like, at the end of the day, it's not even
Can I follow one if he does on Instagram?
Okay, so I'm wearing this top, but I want to change what I'm wearing. I don't think the bottom works, okay? Also, yeah, no. Morning, I have a class to attend. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this top. Also, I think it's because, like, I don't necessarily have, those full... Yeah, it'll be sitting like this if they were really, really full. Also, it's kind of loose. Doesn't matter. I tried to tighten these things, but no. Doesn't matter. But, I think the best thing to pair this with is, like, a silk skirt. Let me go find my silk skirt. Okay, so,
I want to talk about today just the exam details and then the scrum. There's 2 questions that students requested me to go over. So firstly, marks for Mr. Buembu's work. He will discuss the scope with the class separately. I believe he will probably see you online tomorrow at 2 o'clock. or whatever is or good theory questions in class in the first term. So if you made a note, you probably know what it is. But,
I don't know.
Go and study the
Please,
theory.
please share.
And yeah, so that is definitely in there. And then the remaining 40 marks are calculated.
Thank you. Hi guys, so I'm on campus and campus has a nature reserve and I was about to drive out and then I'm like, you know what, why does this little hair always pop out? I don't get it. So I'm like, you know what, let's hop in. I just actually want to see like what it's like, you know, like what is the actual chat of this place, because I know a couple of friends that have been here before. Oh my gosh, my foot literally fell in there and just look at me. Just, that's what happens when you do shit like this. This is exactly what happens. This is where I am and I'm going back home. Can you hear the birds? There's so many birds. They sound like they're from this tree. I would think that these are tomatoes, but they're obviously not. There's like a whole tree of them here. Like, do you guys see that? Like, it literally looks like a tomato, a little mini tomato. Which I think is just like, I just happened to see them. Like right here. And I was like, whoa, this looks like a tomato, chat. So I came to look at them. And then I showed you guys. But I think it's time for me to go. My whole foot is just messed now. It's cute. I'm tired. I want this leather off me.